Hey there, sports fans. Robo here for Caravel Gaming. Let's crack right on, play some Arena. See what we get offered. I think it's chamois time again. Chamois cool, we like chamois. Azure Drake's awesome, Feral Spirit also awesome. Which one's better is pretty tough. We're going to take the Feral Spirit though, because I really like them. Don't really like either of these, so we'll take the Bluegill Warrior there. One Flame Tongue Totem is enough. Sometimes no Flame Tongue Totems is enough, but we're going to take the Raging Worgen. We might get offered another Flame Tongue Totem. We might not. I don't think it bothers us either way. So a couple of easy picks there. Flesh Eating Ghoul can be okay sometimes, other times it can be particularly weak. The Brewmaster's probably quite good card to take for chamois, because if your opponent silences one of your totems, you can bring it back to your hand. And you can return like a healing totem and summon another healing totem, put the first one back out to have two healing totems. So there's a couple of cool things you can do there. We're definitely taking the weapon as is offered, and we're obviously definitely taking the Hex. It's a shame about the Harvest Golem, but Hex is just too good to pass up. A second venture company. We could just take the Dark Scale Healer. It's Chillwind Yeti for 1 extra mana, but the healing of everything for 2 points can be pretty significant. Like, I don't mind it so much. Mountain Giant largely unplayable, Farsight largely unplayable, so I'll take the big game hunter there. It's, you know, some people would take the Loot Hoarder here. I quite like the Worgen Infiltrator. You know, it's very good turn 1 drop. Grunt, Warden, both pretty much unplayable, so we get the Frost Elemental there. Owl isn't great, Tauren Warrior's terrible. But we've got a lot going on at 3 mana and not much going on at 2 mana. And there is the Flame Tongue Totem, but I think we take the Ogre Magi here, 4 for a 4/4. You know, we need a few bodies, maybe. Yeah, okay, we'll take the totem. Yeah, we'll go for a few faster cards. There we go. We get one anyway. Straight afterwards. Yeah, because I was thinking about like if I got offered some fire elementals, my deck could turn out to be quite expensive. We don't want that. Shield Master or Forked Lightning. Very close choice there between those two. There's an argument for taking Ancestral Spirit here. And a couple of these big guys. Imp Master with the Flame Tongue Totem though seems fine. This should probably be Unbound Elemental. Let's just check my overload. 3, 4. 4 cards with overload. And it is in the 3 mana slot. We have a little bit going on at 3 mana, but the big game hunter and the Hex are probably going to sit in our hands, and the Imp Master's not that powerful. So, wow, how sick is that choice? I think we've got to go with the Fire Elemental. It's just so powerful. But I would not really complain if anyone took the Hex there. Is there a spot for Light Warden? I mean, because like Light Warden with healing totem's hilarious, because it can just suddenly become a 9/2. for 1 mana. And we do have Earthen Ring Farseer as well. A small amount of healing. Like, I just really don't like this Demolisher given all these 3-drops already. Like, Light Warden isn't that great, but still feels better than Demolisher at times. Like I said, we got a lot at 3 mana here, so maybe we just go ahead. I think it's the 2 mana drops we're a little bit shy on, taking the Crocolisk there. Ooh, another Fire Elemental. It's quite scary. Normally I'd, pick a Hunter, but I guess we have to go with the Inventor there. We've got so much going on. Not enough going on at 1 and 2 mana here, so another Worgen Infiltrator finish this one off. Pretty easy last pick there of Defender of Argus, so it's kind of quite a fast deck. Only 1 Hex, could have had a second one, but I think the 3 Fire Elementals, that's our route to victory, so maybe this turns into a little bit of a defensive deck, really, because it's not as fast as maybe I would normally be happy with. But the 2 Worgen Infiltrators really help the early game out, because even if I'm going second, it means I don't have to use my coin there, so maybe I can even hold on to the coin until like turn 4 or 5 and coin into one of my really powerful cards.
Thrall versus Garrosh.
Victory or death for Doomhammer.
So we're going to try and pick up one of these 2 Infiltrators, because obviously they're really awesome. Especially going second. Like, if you coin into the Crocolisk here, you're pretty much making a totem on turn 2, which isn't really that fantastic. And our opponent's just decided to make a weapon, which is awesome, really. So we'll put something out there that has a slight chance of surviving. Of course, there's still multiple ways you can kill it. You could have just made a totem as well, because it was possible he was just going to attack again with his weapon, like straight afterwards anyway. Oh, awesome. So obviously we could silence it, but why not just kill it and with this dude and beat him up?
I wonder.
Of course, you can now just make a 4/3 with charge, which is why I really don't like the Demolishers. They're not that useful.
For the king!
Okay.
Elements guide me.
Here comes the cleave. Now I have a second minion. You can see the whole time you're playing the Demolisher, you're just thinking, how weak is this card? But we've got an Execute, which is fantastic news. Like, you have no idea how happy that makes me. So just make the Yeti here. He'll probably attack and kill my 2-3, and then I can just use the Fire Elemental to kill it, and beat him up with the Yeti.
What does the future hold?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I guess the Fire Elemental won't kill it now. So I'll have to attack with my weapon as well. Oh, that'd be awesome if you did that. I would. Please. Attack my Yeti, save me having to beat it up. Please attack the Yeti, please!
I wonder...
That's also fine.
Elements guide me.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't attack my 2-3 there. Might even end up picking up this Fire Elemental and putting it back down.
I've got a huge gun.
That is fine, you keep beating me up.
My eyes are open. Elements guide me.
I think I can afford to do that, go to 10.
My eyes are open.
He's got to be thinking about playing defensively pretty soon. How lucky! If there was a card I wanted to draw right now at this moment, it would be that card.
My shield for Argus. I'll put it on your head.
So now I get to make a totem, and then put it back down in the middle again, and have like 4 minions with taunt. Which is super sick.
Do you call that a weapon?
This is
My
fun.
shield for Argus.
That is also fun. Because he knows what's in my hand. Unfortunately for him, I've also got a silence.
My shield for Argus.
Of course.
Another round.
Yep, things look pretty bad for you. Probably shouldn't have been hitting me with that fiery war axe, should you?
X marks the spot.
So, you know, he ran out of steam because he started attacking me rather than taking my minions out.
Well played. I thank you.
Another round.
It can be really cool, you know, hey, I can get him down to 13 life really fast. Really cool idea. But if your deck's not amazing, you just end up running out of gas and going, yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. He went for me, you know, pretty early in that game. Way too early, rather than sort of trading. You know, the bit with his 4/6 where he could have took out my 2/3 crocodile, and then the next turn my 2/3 crocodile's trading with his 3/2. You know, rather than, you know, being dead on the floor. Pretty important.
Thrall versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin for Doomhammer.
This is not a good hand for Flame Tongue Totem, especially not going second. You don't really have minions that often. But this is quite a defensive hand. I'm actually going to keep the Fire Elemental because I feel I need it to get back into the game. And I've got so much early removal here with the lightning and the axe. I'm pretty hopeful that I can survive until then.
Mind if I roll need?
Well, if I make the axe this turn, well, I can still make the Feral Spirit with the coin, so...
Elements guide me.
Yeah, so that's fine. Now when I mute the microphone, you'll be able to see me coughing. So there's no point muting the mic anymore. Maybe just coin out a 3/3 because it's bigger than his 2/3, but he can very easily make his 2/3 a 3/4, or even a 4/3 with a Dark Iron Dwarf.
What to do? Elements guide me.
So I'm going to beat it up now because if he does make Shattered Sun Cleric, Dark Iron Dwarf, something like that, I'm going to have to beat it up next turn anyway, so this gives me the option of using my axe on something else next turn. And possibly saves me a point of damage. You weigh that up against the chance that he's going to heal his Harvest Golem. Like with an Earthen Ring Farseer or something. But I've still got the Fort Lightning next turn as well, so if he makes like a 4/4 can zap and finish it off with the weapon. Obviously I have to worry about the Unleash the Hounds combo, so maybe I hold back on making like tons of titans.
Quickly.
So there's a lot of overload going on here. You know, pretty inefficient use of my mana for a few turns.
I wonder.
Wanna blow something up?
How lucky! It didn't hit my 2/1. I mean, it's not really anything you can do here, just like beat one of them up. Shoot me with your ability and pass the turn. cool.
Eyes are open. Elements
So at least this way these, you know, still trade. And, you know, taking the minions off the board as well, just to, you know, play around and unleash the hounds. I'd rather have less than more against a hunter. Though he's probably thinking the same way about Bloodlust. So the question now whether I can, you know, I get the chance to play all of these cards in my hand, because they're all pretty expensive. Certainly these four are anyway.
I smell blood.
Not a whole lot of point to silencing anything with this Iron Beak Owl.
Quickly.
Like we could hit this for 3, but then the 2/3 beats up the 6/5 afterwards. So, and like if we do this to beat up the 2/3, and we just leave this in defense, then he just attacks that next turn. But then we just make another fire elemental. So yeah, that is the best play. I mean, I'd expect him to take out my 3/3 with his 3/6 there. But if he's got like a multi-shot, he might just multi-shot and beat it up with the 2/1. Well, I think he would do that if he had a multi-shot. Seems much better.
Quickly.
Oh wow! Really? He's just gonna go for it? Yeah, he does have an Unleash the Hound thing. Yeah, he must have an Unleash the Hounds because he's trying to get me to have minions on the board. I mean, we could just silence it and then beat up everything else. Because I don't want this Tundra Rhino to stay on the board,
What to do?
and I don't really want the Buzzard to stay on the board either. But if we do that, and the only way of doing that is to not kill the Fen Creeper like this. If we do that, this beats up that, and then like this Tundra Rhino just sits there. So maybe we just have to owl this guy and beat this up, and then beat this up. And then maybe play the Bluegill Warrior.
There is little time.
And the taunt totem was certainly a nice touch there. But yeah, I think getting the buzzard off the board and getting the Tundra Rhino off so he can't just like run a load of beasts out into me was definitely more important than killing the 3/6 there. And that's exactly why. He would have drawn 4 cards. Like, you could tell the way he was attacking me that he definitely wanted me to have minions on the board, which screamed that he had an Unleash the Hounds.
Moves quickly.
Apparently he doesn't want to kill my 6/3, which is nice. Definitely feels like he should have done that. I was about to say, if that was the healing totem, I might have took out a 1/1 there. Maybe I'll still take out a 1/1. Nah, can't do that. Really can't afford to do that. So like I said, you know, I was worried I wouldn't have enough time to play the rest of the cards out in my hand, and it's looking like being the way. This is what happens when you go second. Your opponent just gets to put lots of threats down. And you never have as much mana as them. Pretty much dead here. There's nothing I can do about it. My only way of winning it is for him thinking I must have a bloodlust and therefore like playing defensively here. Because obviously I die to the steady shot if he attacks me for a few turns, so all I've got to do is just try to race him here. And, like, there's a ton of cards where he just wins instantly, but like, what can I do about that? I have no way of stopping it. So we just need him to figure that maybe he'll die if I bloodlust. Put that thought into his head by, you know, attacking him directly.
I smell blood.
I mean, I don't like the fact that he's attacking me there. I mean, he must realise he's dead to a bloodlust. And he's gonna win, because I'm on such low life anyway. So we have to kill all of his guys this turn, right? That's easy enough.
What to do?
He said, lying through his teeth.
Let the dark in.
But maybe we just go to 1 life here.
There is little time. I wonder.
And just try and put lethal out on the board next turn, right?
I've got the beast in my sights.
And we got the taunt totem, which is like a very tiny plus. Yeah, I was considering brewmastering back the fire elemental back to my hand and playing it out again. Well, you either have it or you're not. I mean, unless you just want to slow roll me here. I guess we just wait it out for the full 1.5 minutes, right? Well, he either decides to have his cup of tea. I bet you £5 he's slow rolling me. Oh, no. Apparently he's just got nothing.
Truth is my shield.
So, we're still in this game. Why are you doing that? Why are we not just, like, having finished this game or something?
Let the dark in.
Okay. 610. Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
First kill.
I'll put it on your tab.
Wow, so I was pretty much right with what I was thinking there. Yeah, I just had to be aggressive. Like, if I just tried to kill everything he did, I'd just die. So, very close game. All brought about because I just did everything with overload in the first few turns and really screwed up my tempo a lot. You know, because I was using like turn 4, like if I had like 4 mana, I was using 3 mana of it. I always had like this 1 mana left over that was not being used like efficiently every turn. So, you know, I ended up being behind because of that. Hex is not great against Pallies opening hand, you know, they're making lots of small guys. Hex is much better later on in the game. I'd probably say around like 90% of Pallies sort of use their coin turn 1. This is one of the 10% because for some reason he's playing Goldsha Footman.
Put this apple on your head.
It's like, I will protect my knife juggler. How lucky! He's, oh dear, he's gonna be sad. No protection for the knife juggler. Oh, it's a big guy. Yes, of course, it's a big guy.
Not on my watch.
Not quite. Surely he attacks my 2/3 and then uses the bubble. Like that seems a million times better than what he did there. Surely it's better having like a 5/3 with a bubble on than than doing that.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Feel free to consecrate. Yeah, so I think he screwed up his Argent Protector there. And maybe even not bubble at all there because of the Searing Totem. Maybe just save the Argent Protector for another turn. Nicely timed axe. Definitely get a bunch of use out of that. Like the Fire Elementals perversely my equivalent of the Argent Protector.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
It just allows you to shift that tempo over.
Reporting for duty.
There we go again. What? I think we save that for next turn.
Elements guide me.
So my deck's just being a little expensive at the moment. That's obviously like a super incredible draw from him, but at least my axe can take it out.
Elements guide me.
So I'm going to hold back on the Fire Elemental this turn, because it doesn't really do anything in this situation.
Not a morning.
I'm not ready.
Like turning that into a 4/1 isn't really that useful. We can actually pump his guy up to like 7 power and then hit it with the big game hunter. Which I might actually do here. Or I could just freeze it. Like, that works as well, right?
I wonder.
Let the dark in.
I smell blood.
Obviously hoping for the healing totem, no such luck. Yeah, so we just like run an... He hit something this turn, then we just run an imp in. And hit it with the big game hunter.
What you looking at?
Reporting for duty.
And we freeze good old Frosty. So he should have put Blessing on first, and then attacked before playing this Boulder Fist Ogre.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Elements guide me.
And let's set about beating him up.
Are you ready for this?
He has a lot of spell power, but we've not seen any consecrations yet.
Mind if I roll need?
Luckily.
Reporting for
And
duty.
you dead? Hit the concede button.
Well played.
There we go. He's ready.
Victory.
So you could see how he had the early game and he's beating stuff up, and then he played the Demolisher. Like, yeah, a 1-4 when you really want something powerful, just not gonna do it. But yeah, he lost because he played that ogre. Like, if he'd Blessing of Wisdomed up his 2/7, attacked, drawn the card first, maybe he goes, oh, I'll play this and this instead of this 6/7 by itself, which took his entire turn. And then all I had to do is freeze it, and he goes, yep, that kills me.
I must protect the one.
For Doomhammer.
Urgh. A lot of overload. Could be painful for me this game. Could be awesome as well, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Still need a chapstick, damn it. Dry lips today and yesterday. Yeah, go on, crocodile, beat them up. Go on, my son. Croc all the way. River Crocolis. It's not even a giant river Crocolis, it's just a regular sized Crocolis. Totem or Worgen Infiltrator? Very interesting, Mr. Bond. What are we doing next turn? Imp Master. It feels like a few turns before this Worgen's coming out. Because there's always swipe and stuff I have to be worried about. If I put it out this turn, because he's definitely... I definitely can't attack him for 2. He has to put something out there that... Ooh. And then he just gets to, like, swipe it all away, right? Now, because the healing totem's out there first, the Imp Master's gonna take 1 damage at the end of the turn.
I am not a morning person.
Yeah. So if the Imp Master was out first, then the healing totem would have healed it back up afterwards. But this is definitely swipe bait. If ever there was a time my opponent is going to swipe, this would be it. Maybe I do return this healing totem to my hand with the Brewmaster. Try and get another one out cheekily. He's got a pretty slow start though here. Yeah, that's a swipe. That's absolutely a swipe. I am shocked. Any reason not to play this Brewmaster? Like, because next turn he could have like a 4/6 with Taunt, so
I wonder.
we play the Brewmaster and then give it +1 the turn after?
I'll put it on your head.
And that's what a healing totem looks like when it's in your hand. So we're just taking this out with a lightning bolt, right? And maybe even the axe as well.
What to do?
Overload 2. If we do that.
Elements guide me.
Another round?
Which is fine, because we get to put a defender down.
Shields up!
Okay, you got a 4/6. My guy's bigger though. Is Fort Lightning any good here? Well, it is if I get the spell power totem, but there's no guarantee of that. Yeah, if I don't get a Fort Lightning, it's like terrible.
My shield for Argus! Another round?
First kill. Elements guide me.
So I'm doing this just to play around swipe and star fall, as opposed to starfire. There you go. Like trading off my 2/1 there.
You gotta be kidding me! The breach!
So making a big guy here is like probably the correct thing to do, because he has to spend his entire turn killing it. Typically, unless he's playing naturalized, which again is like absolutely fine for me. I'll have 2 cards.
Not good, not good.
Truth is my shield.
And a pretty good 2 cards they were as well.
Elements guide me.
The breach!
No luck with the healing totem though, he doesn't want to come back out to play. Yeah, we've been going second in this game as well.
Don't mess with Tusk.
But, I haven't really lost the tempo at any point.
Shields up!
He does have a lot of things that give taunt. But we do have 3 damage to 2 minions. Can we kill him this turn? Well, if we hit these 2, the answer is yes. Is there any way of guaranteeing it? I don't see it. So I guess we just try and get lucky, right?
Job's done.
Go. And he's got to fight past a lot there. I've got 2-3 and you've got 2-2, so... yeah. That's definitely a right thing to do, like just attack and attack for 2 with your guy as well. Doesn't help you, I mean I've still got 8 power. Yeah. Then just attack for 4, you know. Ah, he gave it a good shot there. His deck was pretty good. But, like, he lost the game turns 2 and 3 by shape-shifting. You know, I was always on top of the game because of that, and he's just there taking a bit of damage every turn, just nibbling him down the whole time. So he just needed to have his deck maybe slightly less powerful,
You asked for it.
and just have a bit more sort of early game to survive. Ugh. And this might be our first loss, because A, we're against Mage, and B, we've got a pretty rubbish opening hand. I really hope my opponent's got a slow hand as well.
Hello.
Or I could be getting beaten up
Greetings,
in
friend.
record time here. We could even consider coining out a regular totem just to be able to play the Flame Tongue totem the turn after and anything but the 1/1 totem. We've got a 75% chance of getting a good totem unless we draw that. In which case we're doing this. Because, I mean, we have no real play, like turn 4, because we can't put a Dark Iron Dwarf onto an empty board. Well, of course we can, but we shouldn't. So this is the equivalent of a mage going Mana Worm, Coin, Mirror Image. I really hope that was... Oh. Yay! Not a Vaporize. I was really hoping that wasn't. That was a mirror entity he had there. You know, he's like, haha, I will copy your next minion. I'm like, these aren't summoned. Oh wow, and then Flame Tongue Totem between these two.
I wonder.
No! So cruel. Another Frostbolt. Wow. Oh, that's the totem we wanted. Yeah. Good times. I hope this is a mirror image. Like, you can have a copy of my flame tongue totem. Apparently still not. Oh no, you vaporized my totem. How rude.
Eyes are open.
So played around that beautifully then. Yeah, he didn't appreciate that one. Well, he did appreciate. He said well played, but come on, healing totem. Yay! How lucky! I mean, I guess we can throw the Bluegill Warrior out there. You know.
Elements guide me.
It doesn't matter so much if he gets flame striked. He's still taking a ton of damage off this card here, Bound Elemental. Okay. I was expecting some good cards, they didn't show up.
I wonder.
Yeah, so we'll just play around the flame strike, I guess. By having two guys that survive it. Like, you flame strike, and you're still taking 12. And then you're dying off the fire elemental. Cool.
Elements guide me.
Pow. Some mages do rely on the flame strike too much. You know, and you end up drafting some weaker cards like Frost Novas and stuff like that. Like, I'll just freeze everything down and he'll just keep playing minions out, and then I can flame strike and it all dies. You know, and that's what he was trying to do there, putting the little... You know, they played like the little spell power minions and stuff like that. Oh, I can do flame strikes for 6! Or I can just kill it, and then you can't empty my board, and then I kill you. So a lot of mages get really greedy like that, and just don't really understand the importance of still having stuff cheaper than 7 mana that's gonna kill things.
Doomhammer.
It also helps to, you know, play around a lot of those cards still, though.
Well met.
If you do have
Greetings.
cards with 5 toughness, just realise how important they are. This is how good Worgen Infiltrator is, because now he has to make a 1-1, because he's probably got a 3-2 in his hand that he can't play.
Reporting for duty.
So we're gonna leave it in stealth for this turn. Well, and trading with his 1/1.
For the crusade!
First.
Just me and Mr. Bite.
Lightning bolt here, good at all? Yeah, it is. Lightning bolt is fine. Right, your board's clear and my guy's safe from a consecration. And if he hammers a wrath, then that spends his entire turn and I get to beat him up some more.
First.
I could have done the Dark Iron Dwarf thing there, but I just prefer this.
You love my new recipe.
I really prefer this now. This is super sick.
My shield for Argus.
Yeah, that's looking pretty brutal over there for him, isn't it? Still going to keep the board clear though. You know, we don't want him to be able to play like Argent Protectors and stuff like that and really sort of get back into the game.
You call that a weapon?
I am sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Like to play with
Equality? That's fine. Part of the game.
and plunder.
Like, he had to have that just to get back into the game. And because equality is rare, you can't go, oh, you know, I have to play around equality and consecrate, because it's fairly unlikely that he has a consecrate. How lucky!
Well played.
So, he definitely did get him back into the game, but he absolutely needed to get them both to be able to do that. And if I hadn't have been killing his minions, then it just would have been even worse.
Are you ready for this?
So you can just see, like, how weak Demolisher is. Because there's nothing good about playing this card. Like, there's no situation where I want to play this Demolisher now and be happy. It's such an awful card. Likewise, I don't think I can do anything with this big game hunter either. Not with that 4/7 out there.
Squire.
No fire elementals
Ready,
yet.
sir.
Yeah, and now he's done
Your
like
magic
nothing but
shall
play
not
big
fail.
cards. So he's had some crazy top decks, and
I'll put it on your tab.
I've got the beast in my sights.
and I can't even get a fire elemental from the top half of my deck. Definitely yeah, I'm pretty certain I've not played one. I think I would remember playing a fire elemental. So he goes Equality Consecrate and then proceeds to just draw big guys off the top of the deck every turn. And I sit here with a really useless Demolisher. Like, it is 3 mana for 1 damage.
You call that?
And the rest of his deck is just Dark Iron Dwarves.
Reporting for duty.
Well, I guess that gets that off the board, right?
Handle it.
And that's game. Well, nothing you can do. He top decked his Consecrating, that got him back into the game with the equality he already had. But I'm fine with how I played that. I gave myself a chance to win. And then just drew the 6 worst cards in a row off the top of the deck. Like, oh, I'll have a 2/1 with charge. Or I'll have a 1/4 Demolisher. It's like 3 fire elementals, nowhere to be seen. I've got my own like silver hands and stuff like that. Nothing turning up, so it's like, yep, okay, we're both trying to top deck stuff here. I'll get nothing, you can have everything. Like that seems fine.
I smell blood.
So that's wasted his turn 2 there, he didn't have anything to do.
I am not a morning person.
Probably have to silence it, don't I? Let's get greedy. I mean, he can kill it, obviously. But, we're just trying to hope he doesn't have a backstab to kill it. Which he does. Oh, why is he not attacking with his weapon? Surely you kill it with your 1/1 weapon there and keep the imp out.
Yeah, beat it.
And that's game, because I don't have any removal.
This is our time, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Yep, nothing I can do about this now. Yep, we'll give him that one. There's no way back into that game there. Nothing you can do when your opponent not draws and you don't get anything to help you out. I don't think there was a card to help me out there. I have no AoE. know, I mean, he takes a risk. I don't have Lightning Storm, but it is a rare, so you can't really play around the rares.
I must protect the
You can play around the commons, like if if I'm Pally, he's got to go, well, I've just lost if he has a Consecrate. Sometimes I'd keep the Hex against Druids, but I need a minion. I don't have anything. You've got 1 mana. You gonna do something? Apparently not. No point playing the Bluegill Warrior, obviously, because he just dies to his shapeshift, so why throw a card away like that? And looks like not having a play this turn either. Okay, we got something to start. That was nice.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
Not a terrible card for him to throw out there.
My shield for Argon.
Now, I could have Lightning Bolted, but I'd rather be able to go Ogre Mage Eye, bolt something for 4, possibly even 5 if I get the Spell Power Totem. And that works in my favour there.
Crush! No!
Being able to heal it back up. We've got a couple of big guys coming out in a row as well. That's fine. I'll just freeze it and beat him up for 8. Because it's not like he can silence the freeze, because that gives him a 4-1. And he's staring at lethal next turn. I can hit him for 18.
Truth is my shield.
Of course. Of course.
Crush! No! Smash!
Where shall I strike?
Yeah. I think that seems fine.
I'll put it on your head.
And if I freeze your guy again? He has to play a taunt. He doesn't have a choice.
Where shall I strike?
Cards for me. How lucky. Do we hex, or do we just beat it up? If we just beat it up here, he's taking 6. Maybe hex though. Yeah, we put him really low. And if he makes like an 8/8 tree, I'm still taking it out with these two and pretty much screwing him over. No, I've got a big game hunter, so I don't care about an 8/8 tree. What am I saying? Yeah, you're boned, aren't you? He just realised he's boned.
Where shall I strike?
He's on 1 life. So I guess I just put him to 1 life.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
No, man. Job done.
This has got to be a really good turn from him. Like, his turn's got to be insanely good. Draws a card, hoping it's something to deal with 6 minions. Not really the answer. So he probably had like 4 gadgets and auctioneers or something in his deck. And you're still dead. So he had just a lot of, well, crap cards, like Healing Touch and Wild Growth. He had like a few powerful cards, but just no actual guys. You know, he had lots of spells and just not enough guys to try and beat up my guys with. And the guys he did have were too big, so... You know, if I had a deck with like hexes and stuff like that in, he just couldn't ever get back into the game there. We're against the priest, so pretty rubbish opening hand here. We just need like stuff with the raw power. I mean, the Imp Master can be okay because at least you're left with a 1/1 imp. When he does the inevitable shadow word pain on it. But I definitely don't see any reason in like powering out the coin or anything like this. I'm more likely to have to use the coin on turn 5 on this fire elemental. When I heap this silence is typically pretty cool against priests. Well, he doesn't have a shadow word pain because I think he uses it on the Crocolisk on turn 3. Well, you could definitely have like a mind games or something like that here. There's quite a few priest rares. 4 mana. That is fine. I guess I just pick it up with the brewmaster. Right, and put it back down.
Let the dark in.
I'll put it on your tab.
I could have kept it out on the board, you know. Like picked up a 1/1 imp or something. And just used a Dark Iron Dwarf to beat something up.
Another.
So obviously you have awesome board position here, and we're going to kill him before he gets 10 mana and does any mind control. I've never understood why priests like Holy Fire. It's a really horrible card.
Another round.
You gotta be kidding me!
I was counting out my mana, I was just going, yeah, I can only play like 1 card a turn, because this is like 4, and that's 5. So, why not just carry on playing 1 guy a turn? And just make it extremely big guys. Do we just trade off here? Do we Dark Iron Dwarf on the 5/4?
I wonder.
Probably okay to trade.
I am not a morning.
I just don't like playing Demolisher. It's just... it feels super weak whenever I play it. So I'd much rather this be an injured Blade Master. It's like, yep, I got a 4/3. So I'm kind of happy it gets silenced, you know, it feels like it's done something, it's used a card up off my opponent.
Shields up!
Finally I get to use Fort Lightning. Zap zap. That's 2. Axe. Mana short of doing that. So hit for 3. Can't do the dwarf as well. I guess we go 4, 6, 7. If I make this and get the spell power, does that change anything? I do 3 to each of these. Then I don't make the axe, don't I? So let's see if we get the spell power first. Which we don't. Is this guy just...
There is little time. I wonder.
Yeah, we'll just take it out. Not great, but... that. Yeah, that's fine. It's not ideal, but we could kill his board and we'd have guys like whichever way we did it. Didn't feel an ideal spot for the Fort Lightning. There he goes.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
Making his 0-6 for 4 mana. Well, 0-5, sorry.
Elements guide me.
Yeah, I don't like Lightspawn. Your opponent just wastes your whole turn when you silence it.
I wonder.
Have a tiger. Yeah, there's no point obviously buffing up the Lightspawn anymore. It's not going to become an 8/8. Okay. You didn't want to make the Lightspawn 5/5 and attack? Surely that's entirely what Inner Fire is for. Or am I missing something? 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So he's on like 1 life here. I can't play any minions, which is sad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30. Yeah, he's on 1 life, so can't even kill him. They can't play a minion.
Done.
That's funny stuff.
Elements guide me.
Can't even kill one of my own minions. I might as well just play a spell because I can. Yeah, you can beat up my 0-2 totem. You don't get to attack any of those cards. They have something with taunts. Yay! I'm on 3 lives. Nothing really interesting about that game. I made a bunch of minions, probably screwed up an attack. There's most likely a much better way to attack that turn, but it didn't matter, as it turns out. So I felt my deck was somewhere around the sort of 5 to 8 wins, and we've got to 7 wins. And now we're just going to hit another, couple of ridiculous decks at some point, with some legendaries and other things, and I'll get my 3rd loss. Yeah, but that's like always my objective, at least, like get 7 wins. Feels like you've accomplished something, right? You've accomplished 150 gold and a golden common.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
No. No to all of those cards. And my deck appears to have a lot of 3 mana going on. Ooh! You're most welcome. I really like seeing that dude at turn 1. Like, very happy to see that. Obviously we keep him in stealth, just you know, it's just a shock. I think priest, isn't it? Holy shock is the priest one. Just 2 arcane shock for hunters. That's all it is. And there's another one. I'm not sure we hex it, but
I smell blood.
I'm fine him shooting his own Worgen there, because yeah, I'll take 8 and then I'll just kill it with one of my 2-1s. Like, that is absolutely fine. It also wastes his turn if he does that. He doesn't get to do anything else on that turn. Okay, awesome. You got 8 damage in. Go you. And that was a nice draw.
Do you call that a
First kill.
That was a very nice draw.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I smell blood.
So we could make the Brewmaster, pick up the Dwarf. We do get beaten up a bit more if we do that, but we do have the Feral Spirits.
I'll put it on your tab.
Yet another Frostbolt. So, pretty aggressive hand there. Let me guess, you got a Blizzard, right? Well, I guess we'll be hexing that. We found our hex target. Not really doing so good, are we? That's what mages do. They beat you up. And we just didn't draw like our early minions to help us out here. Like even just something like a Crocalist would have been fine. Yeah, that's pretty much game. There's no way back from here. We need like and there's the Demolisher just to be even more useless.
Not a morning person.
He's like, hi, I'm really useless. It's such a bad card, the Demolisher. It's like, you play it for 3 mana, it deals 1 damage to your opponent's minion when he attacks it, and then that's it. Like, always. Yeah, and plus his deck's ridiculous. Like, Water Elemental, like, absolutely, like, has to get nerfed.
Let the die.
My eyes are open.
Like, there's no way that card could ever be considered, like, fair.
You call that a win?
For its mana cost, like, it's ridiculously overpowered what you get for 4 mana. You get a 3/6, and you get just one of the most powerful abilities in the game, being able to freeze whatever you attack. Why are you not killing me? You're still at 30 life, I'm at 12. Why are you not killing me? Come on. You really have nothing in your hand here? We're just going, yeah, I'm just going to beat him up. I guess he doesn't like the idea of killing me. Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
It does something. He might have actually let me back into this game through doing that as well.
You gotta be kidding me!
Although I mean, I'm pretty certain he can just draw a fireball and go, yeah, you're dead. Hit for 7, fireball you. Maybe he just doesn't realise I'm at 12 life. I mean, I'm still dead. I mean, he's got 3 cards, I'm at 12 life, I have nothing. Oh, Mountain Giant's such a bad card. Like, such a bad card. Yeah.
How you doing?
Not to the answer. I guess we take out Frosty, right? Yeah, look at me. My fire elemental's got to beat the 3 cards in his hand before he can deal me 5 damage. It's not fair. And you know what? I'll just frostbolt your card as well. Yeah, because how many frostbolts? It's like I have 4 frostbolts. Oh, this game just refuses to kill me, doesn't it? Such a terrible card. Oh dear, it's funny stuff. It really is. Hurry up and kill. I'm at 5 life. I have like literally nothing. And he just makes ridiculous card after ridiculous card. What's this? What is this meant to represent exactly? the worst card against Mage right now. So we lose that one.
You win this.
Yeah, I know, I've lost. I mean, I lost that hand, you know, like 12 turns ago. He just refused to kill me. Oh dear, but like the Bluegill Warrior at the end. It's never a card that you don't want to have in that situation. So, yeah, this doesn't bode well, really, does it? Yeah, deadly shot. Come on. What is it with getting these commons? The commons? These peasants. These peasantry cards.
Rare. Golden epic.
Ooh, a golden epic, so we can disenchant that, right? It's actually really good. Ancient of War goes into like a lot of druid decks, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't think I have an Ancient of War, but that's probably because I haven't ever played druid. Obviously, I have one now. There we go. I had an Ancient of Law, but not an Ancient of War. You know, he could change allegiances, like, and go join the Pallies, and he would still be an Ancient of Law. He'd just be spelt differently. You know. But, yep. Yeah, like, pretty much everyone always picks the 5/10. Especially during that period about last month where everyone had 2 big game hunters in their decks. But now, of course, everyone just has, like, Black Knights everywhere. Including my opponent in the last game. Anyway, got to 7 wins with this deck, which feels like an achievement. Thanks for checking it out, I guess. We got some new videos coming up in the next few days. Gonna make some stuff with other people. You'll see them when you see them, but you know, it might sort of interrupt the regular schedule while I'm organising all that. So if you don't see a video for a few days, that's probably why. And please, you know, just remember to click like and share with your friends and stuff like that, you know, because I do get a lot of comments saying, oh man, why don't you have more views and stuff like that. It's like, well, people don't share my videos, so other people don't find out about me. That's pretty much it. Because whenever you post to forums, like nowadays, everyone just treats it as spam immediately. It's like, oh, new guy joined a forum, posted a link, spam, get rid of him. So, like, I can never go out there and just share my links at sites. You can, I mean, you know, if it's some site you've already been on, sure, absolutely, but I can't do that. So, I'll just have to keep cracking along and see if anything turns out. Other than that, thanks for checking us out. Until next time, ta-ta.